We are here in the third session of introductory classes of RajYoga meditation arranged by Madhapur branch of Brahma Kumari. We understood about our real self and then knowing our thinking. And today's chapter is No God, No Peace. No God, no peace. This is very important understanding. This is a very delicate chapter we need to understand for meditation. I can say this is actually most important chapter for meditation. How you are going to actually connect with and how you will generate energy for yourself. We all think meditation is a synonym of peace. We feel like if I am meditating, I should receive peace or I should generate peace. If there is a person who is meditating daily, that person should be peaceful person. Somewhere meditation has become a synonym of peace. But the important connection is not meditation. There is the most important connection which we say that is between God and peace. Meditation is a tool, it's a skill to receive God's peace in me. During the process of learning meditation, this chapter will bring a change in your life. This chapter will really, if you understand this chapter, you will really make yourself available to generate peace. If you understand this chapter, you will be never alone. If you understand this chapter, the feeling of nobody understands me, the feeling of nobody cares for me, the feeling of loneliness, the feeling of seeking love from others. These all feelings will be cleared after this chapter. This chapter, knowing God and knowing peace, is such an important chapter that if I understand this properly, if I really absorb this in me, it so happens that I become a ruler of my own emotions. This chapter make you go into the freedom of emotions. You will understand you're never alone, never ever alone. Coming to the point, knowing God and knowing peace. Okay, I don't want to explore about God, but fine, I want to explore about peace, is it not? We all want to explore about peace. And we keep working for peace in our daily life. We uh, pray, we do many things just to seek peace in our life. And after all, we end up
We
with
end up with
one answer that I am not able to get peace in my life. The important thing is, you know, if you want to catch current energy from powerhouse, you need to go very systematically to receive current energy from powerhouse. Number one, you make a point of contact. There are many outlets of powerhouse, like power grid. They used to send current to main pole. From main pole, there it comes to meter of your building. From meter of your building, it has come to your house. And in house also, there are small power outlets. I have a phone, I have a battery, I want to recharge my battery with the help of current available in powerhouse, means from powerhouse. So what I am doing, I want to plug in that socket where I need to know this, where I know this current is available. And living in the city like Hyderabad, in metropolitan cities, most of us are very aware that there is a continuous power supply in cities. If there is a current failure, then also it is for a very small time. We are habitual to supply with current all the time. And the important thing is we need to take care how I am trying to connect my battery to powerhouse. For that, I need to have a charger, a wire with which I should make a connection from that socket to my battery. And that wire also needs to be unrubbered. Unrubber. What do you mean by unrubber? When a new wire you will purchase, you will find that the new wire is all insulated by rubber around it. If I want to make this wire as a charger, I need to cut the ends of that wire, peel it off, peel the rubber part of it, create a means add one plug over there, and then I can connect to the socket. In the same way, meditation is a process. Meditation is that switch where I'm trying to help you to actually peel off your rubber, find out your charger, try to get connected with powerhouse, get your charging again, get recharged, come back to your work and be master of your work. In this process of recharging, in the process of meditation, when I am connected with God, I need to understand, like we know that the wiring is there in whole of our apartment or home or house. Hmm? Wiring wire has traveled almost in all the walls, but there are only a few places where the wiring is exposed, allowed to plug in and to get charging for my battery. Otherwise, all the wiring is sealed, insulated. There, it is not allowed to plug in and receive power. Here also, we need to understand that what are the points where I can really receive powers, where I can means plug my intellect in and I can receive peace in me. Knowledge about God is very important in our day to day life. Coming to that part, saying, knowing God. God is most unexplored part of our life. We all know about God. We all know about means we all believe in God. We all know that God is there, but we never explore this part. Sometimes I really think how much we really explore our phone or an app or a video game, even that also, that much time also, we never thought to explore about God. Yes, I know help is also not available many places, but still, we don't have that curiosity. irony of our life is God is like a side subject of our, you know, life. And this, side subject of our life has become such that if you come to know about God, believe me, you will come to know that He is that power which enables you to solve all your problems, to actually make your life that powerful that you love your life. Your life is like an inspiration for everyone. God. Now, here we will share a picture with you. We know our Father. In if you talk in a spiritual terms, we know our physical father. And if you see my physical father, then I think within 1 minute or 2 minutes, you'll be able to identify that he is my father. If I make three persons standing in front of you, saying that now you guess who is my father, I think within a minute or two, you'll be able to guess who is my father because a very there is a similarity in face, there is a similarity in voice, there is a similarity in behavior, and it can be guessed. Like, like it is, we are able to guess children and parent by their faces. Why? Because this body is given by physical parents. In the same way, as there is a similarity between physical parents and physical children, in the same way, there is a similarity between eternal parents and eternal children. I think at this moment, you are pretty aware who is eternal children. We, the soul, basically, I, the soul, is eternal children. And God, the divine, is eternal parent. And there is an eternal connectivity between us, parent and children relationship. There are some thousand illusions about God. Let me tell you one thing. It is not to get offended about yourself or your belief system. I am not saying that you don't believe in that deity, what you pray or you believe in. You keep doing that. But at a spirit, there is a difference between a spirituality and religion. I'm not taking that part right now. You are sitting in a spiritual class right now, not a religious class. So keep your religious beliefs at the religion side only. If I come to know that this personality, Ruchi, is not just this. Ruchi is a combination of this and this. And basically, Ruchi, this physical body can be removed, and I am still existing. I, for previous some years, am Ruchi. I will be existing always. So, if I know that I am a soul, soul's father is God, the divine. He is, as my physical father has got a resemblance with the face, in the same way as I look a point of light. I am point of light in the middle of forehead. God is a point of light. He is sitting in home. Usually, wherever we go, we usually say, like, going to our parental place, we used to say, going home. So that is that place, what is called home, where my father resides. My father is almighty. All the seven core qualities of soul, which we learned a day before: peace, purity, love, knowledge, happiness, power, and bliss. I am seeking all these things. Actually, soul is made up of this. Because of my learned sanskaras, these things has gone layered with my learned sanskara. And now I have started a search of peace, love, happiness, knowledge, power. And the good news is that God is ocean of peace, ocean of love, ocean of knowledge. God is almighty. God is blissful. So, and connecting with God is the real happiness. Receiving His light is bliss. Commitment to myself, not to make God a side subject of my life. Commitment to myself, giving privilege to God in my life, gives an internal happiness to a person. This gives a self-respect in my life, because as we give respect to our elders in our family, in our house, if we take this whole world a global family, if we take whole world as a global house, then elders need to given respect. And the eldest of this family is eternal parent, God. And I need to give respect. If I am well behaved with my elders in my family, if I am well connected with my elders in my family, what happens? I feel safety, I feel guidance, I feel love. Those who actually, unfortunately, lose their parents or elders in their house, they really know how much this love and security is amiss in their life. They know that that missing security is very, 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 unsolved problem. And here I am giving you this information that you are always secure when you are beyond the role of your physical entity. You are pretty secure when you feel yourself as a soul, because God is not the father of Ruchi. Ruchi's father is somebody else. But God is the father of the soul who is playing the role of Ruchi. So the time frame, I keep thinking, I am Ruchi, I will remember that father. And if I think I am a soul different from the role of Ruchi, I come to know that I have my eternal parent. And there I gain that security, that love, that canopy in my life, which actually blow away the feeling of loneliness, the feeling of being non supportive by anybody, the feeling of not accepted by anyone, the feeling of nobody understands me, everything going away, because I know who loves me, I know who supports me. But the important is to remove the rubber from the wire, to remove this rubber from the wire and to put my plug in socket, switch on. Putting this plug to the socket is the enthusiasm, the eagerness to learn about God. And then switching on is your commitment, an honest commitment. So, as the father to son, same way, God to soul. Thank you for this slide. And, you know, when I am connected with God, when I know Him, I really start feeling that strength in my life. Now, knowing God, who is God? How does He look like? Where He resides? Knowing somebody means all these things we want to know. Say, for example, if I ask you, do you know who is Mr. Narendra Modi? You will say, yes, of course, sister, I know. He is Prime Minister of the country. Very nice. And I changed my question. Do you really know who is Mr. Narendra Modi? Then you will say, oh, sister, I mean, I know him, but personally, I don't know him. In the same way, we know God, but we don't know God. Let us explore a little more. An election, and there are some in this election of God, that who is God. So let's make this election here. Sometimes we feel I am a part of God, soul is a part of God. Sometimes we feel parents are God, my parents are God. Sometimes I feel deities are God. Sometimes I feel religious fathers are God. Sometimes I feel nature is God. And sometimes we feel there is nothing called God. And I hope all of you, because attending this session, you are not falling in the sixth category. Because those who were falling in the sixth category, they didn't log in today. So these five candidates in the election, whether I am a God, whether my parents are God, whether deities are God, religious fathers are God, or nature is God. Now, what are the qualifications based on that we can say he is God? Like, say, for example, one doctor. So there should be some qualification to say that he is a doctor. Engineer, there should be some qualification to say engineer. In the same way, what are the qualification to say he is God? Now, come the first and foremost qualification for God is God will be accepted by all. Now, who is the one who is accepted by all? Come to the candidates again. Uh, every soul is God. Okay, maybe everybody can think that. My parents are God. My parents will God for me, not for you. So, not accepted by all. Why will you feel like my parents are God? Your parents will be God for you. So, this part is eliminated. Parents are not God. Deities are God. No, actually, all the religion are different. All religion have their own deities. So all religion believe in deities. So God, that is gurus, religious fathers are God. Religious father will be believed as God, maybe like for that religion, not by all. So that is also eliminated. Now remain nature and soul. Okay, fine. Then comes the second category, second qualification for God. The second qualification for God is The first qualification by accepted by all. And now, if I say I'm a point of light and God is also a point of light, little more powerful, not little, much more powerful than me, more brighter than me. So he can be accepted by all. Let us see how we understand. If we go for different religions, we find that almost all the religion, if you extrapolate the graph behind, it is coming from a root of a light. If you go to Hinduism, you will find almost all the deities are praying to Jyotirlingam, and it is said that there is a Jyoti inside the ling. And I don't know about that story, but again, it is coming to light. If you go to different religion, Islam, they say Noor-e Ilahi. खुदा एक रूहानी नूर है, नूरानी रूह है. God is an spiritual light. He is an enlightened spirit. So, again, coming to a light. If we say that Christianity, Jesus was son of God, and they remember God as a light, heavenly light. And then if you come to almost all Judaism, different type of religion, they finally go to Zoroastrianism, they find fire temples. So they finally go to God as a point of light, not point, maybe big light, maybe very ocean of light, but light. The second qualification of God is bestower. He bestows, data. He gives everything. Now tell me one thing. Who can really give everything away? Say, for example, I am here. I eat um, I eat 2 chapatis every day. I'm carrying 10 chapatis in my bag. So how much I can donate? I can donate only 8 because there is my requirement. I require 2 chapatis for me. So God is bestower for all. Sarvaka data. That means his requirement is negligible, zero. And what is his requirement? Who is that person whose requirement can be zero? The one who is beyond this body, his requirement can be zero. And that is again soul. Yes, nature is also bestower to all. Nature also gives. But then comes the fourth important qualification. God is beyond the law of nature. The law of nature says birth, growth, decline, death. This is law of nature. Everything in nature need to take a birth. There is a growth, there is a decline, and there is a death. And this cycle keep on repeating and repeating and repeating. Even nature is under this cycle only. God never comes under this cycle. God is beyond this cycle, and that is why He is eternal. He is beyond the law of karma. He is lawmaker. He is ocean of love. Sometimes we usually say, God is omnipresent. God is everywhere. God is looking at me. Looking at me is different, and being present is different. Say, for example, you get a CCTV camera in your house or in your shop. You keep an eye on your shop all the time. That doesn't mean you are present there all the time. Yes, with the help of an apparatus, with one power, you are able to see. Omnipresent is such a big deal. We need to understand this deal very, very much. Say, for example, even at this moment, also, you are so respectful to, even in fact, me, that you keep your microphones off. Why? Because, sister, you are speaking. This is the time when you speak. If, say, for example, if you go to a place with me, if we together go to a place and there is only one chair, you will say, Sister, you please sit down because you are a teacher. There is a respect for you. You find a respect for me. And what about God? Saying omnipresent means for everything and anything we say there is God. Can you dare to do that? Just think for a moment the garbage which we throw out, the things which get rotten and we forbid our children to eat it. Just think for a moment those part of our body also we cut our nails and we throw it on and we don't want to touch it. We say God in that. Sometimes we say there are some of our family members, in fact they are our relatives, they are such a bad person because of their understanding or something, they gone on a wrong pathway, they ruin the name of family. Even if they are my relative, we don't want to um, connect our names with them. We used to say, no, 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 I don't know him because I feel insulted to get connect with that person. And I put God in that. God is not omnipresent. Such a disregard of God, saying God omnipresent. Like if this room, there is sunrise outside, outside four walls, after four walls, there is a sunlight, sunrise, which is visible. But still, sitting here, we say there is a sunrise. Why? Because sunlight is inside the room and we can see that light. If this room has got enlightened, that doesn't mean sun should come inside this room and brighten here. No, sun is very much fixed to his place and sunlight is omnipresent. In the same way, God is very fixed to his place unless and until he doesn't want to descend down to earth. God's powers are omnipresent. And here comes a requirement to change our terminology. God is not omnipresent. God is omnipotent. He is almighty. He can do anything. And the most beautiful part is, I am child of God. I have every right to claim every power, every energy from Him. Like your children in your house. As soon as children, I means babies take birth, immediately they become heir of that family. Immediately they got right on that material present over there. You know, I have seen small, small kids talking each other. This is my car and this is your car. Did you buy this car? No. Do you drive this car? No. But this is my car because this is my father's car. In the same way, God is my father and peace, love, happiness, knowledge, power, everything. He is full of that. He is ocean of that. If I understand myself, child of God, I can claim all these things in my life. I will help you to meditate. And I know you will get floods of questions today. I most welcome all your questions. But try to revise this session number of times and think about it. Rethink about this. God is not the side subject of the life. God is main subject. Like my parents in my life, main subject. We all know after parents how much a feeling of loneliness comes in the life. In the same way, if you keep God away from your life, there is no divine intervention. We think that God is a magic. No, not magic. Magic is how nicely you are connected with God and how magical is your loveful connection with God. This is magic. And let us explore this magic today. I'll help you to meditate. I think if I go 5 minutes extra again today, I'm very sorry to say, I hope you will not log out. Now sit comfortably, very comfortable. Look at this point of light. Feel relaxed. Now visualize yourself as a tiny point of light in the middle of forehead, as a soul. Visualize as you are owner of this body, detached from this body. You are a tiny point of light. Visualize I, the soul, point of light. If you feel uncomfortable, you close your eyes. I, the soul, the point of light. I am trying to fly out from this body. I, the tiny star, I am flying away from this body. I am going out of the window. I am flying up above against the gravitational pull. I am flying up and up. I cross clouds. I am away from Earth's atmosphere. I am a tiny star crossing through the dark space. I cross sun, moon, stars, planets, galaxies. I am flying up and up. I reach to a world of light. As I go deeper into this light, I find this is almost golden red light all around me. This is a very peaceful experience. I am going deep into this. This is my home. There is all peace around me. I am a beautiful tiny point of light. I am a soul in soul world. As I go in, I find another beautiful star in the middle of this whole soul world. I feel an untold connection between this and me. I fly close to this star. I can see his rays are more beautiful than that of mine. He is also a star, but his rays are powerful. He is radiating a golden light which gives me a feeling of love. I can see that golden light around him. I go even closer to this star. He is God, the Almighty. He is my Father. I feel He is my Father. I am His child. I am a tiny point of light. I am very close to God, receiving His golden light on me. I am inside the aura of golden light. I am very comfortable. It gives me a feeling of security, God's canopy. I am receiving His light. I feel loved. He is mine. I can connect. He is my Father. He is my Father. I am His child. The only and only truth of the soul. I do love Him, and I am receiving His love. I need not to express anything anymore. Now, gently absorbing His lights in me, I fly back out of the world of light, crossing the dark space. I enter the atmosphere of earth inside this room, in the middle of forehead. I am a point of light sitting here. Open your eyes and look at the picture in front of you. Just be focused and look at the picture. I just went and met him. How am I feeling right now? There is a sense of calmness. There is a sense of satisfaction, a sense that something which was amiss till now, something I was missing throughout my life, it looks like I am trying to go in that path to fulfill that. Now check your feelings for a few moments. Turn back, open your eyes. Take a deep breath and just try to feel this purity inside. I just want to say, when I am connected with God, okay? So I think you're able to see me now. When I am connected to God, actually, trust all the things of life, all the problem, all the people, all relations, everything that becomes lower. I become higher. I have a full time, 100% support. And the most important thing, I am able to connect. I am able to receive. Till today, I was just searching how to get connected. I was searching how to receive others. Now, I will just request you, try, revise and revise, practice, and you will be able to feel that connection in your life. If you are able to connect by yourself, making it revision again and again, uh, there an enormous energy will generate in your life. 100% confidence will come to your life where you will be able to fight any situation. There will be a winner consciousness. Like, if your friend is CM or PM is your friend. So we have a very good feeling in us, in ourselves. My friend is PM. If any problem there, I will tell him. If, for example, your friend is God, your father is God. Not many things set right if I come to this understanding. Give place to God in your life is giving place to peace of mind in your life. If you will not give a place and commitment and respect and love to God, if you choose to go with like a discipline or a courtesy or like a ritual, you will keep having that same blur state of mind, confused state of mind, not able to receive. But giving right place, the internal committed love will change your life. We'll go on talking about this in our further sessions, and we hope everything will be available to you. Means I think you are getting some mails after the session, and I hope to see you all tomorrow again. And I will request our team to make announcements for today.